Sarge 1911 here today, and today is Shotgun Sunday. Let's see which one I have. Okay guys, welcome to the Hideout, and today we're going to share a Shotgun Sunday with you. But before I do, we got to get started with something a little bit different. The other day I got a message from somebody who said he didn't want to subscribe to my channel because I asked him to. Oh, you little pissant. Listen to this. Please subscribe to the channel. Click the little ringy dingy if you would so you get your reminder. Click like when you do. Go somewhere else if you don't. Alright, check us out at sgt1911.com. Let's have a big time. I'm all here for everybody who wants to play fair and have a good time. Everybody else, take a flying flip. Okay, alright. Shotgun. Beretta shotgun. This one is a model 686 Silver Pigeon I 28 gauge. I'm loving it. Now, let me tell you something about it real quick. This one here being a 28 gauge, no notes, so if I screw it up, forgive me. 6.5 pounds, 28-inch barrel, most common. We'll talk about the safety and stuff, but let me just do a once over real quick about the 686 Silver Pigeon I. In my mind, I believe it's about the entry level over and under of the Beretta shotguns. This one here is not a trap and skeet gun. This is a field gun, and we're going to talk a little bit different about that. It is a field gun. It's used to hunt with. That's what I like to do with my shotguns. But anyway, that's what this one is. This one is, let's see, this is 28 gauge. They come in a 12, a 20, a 20, and a 4, no, I mean a 12, a 20, a 28, and a 410. That's what they come in. The 12 and 20 receivers are a little bit bigger than the 28 and 410. This one's the 28, so it's the smaller receiver of the two. 4 shotgun, 12, 20, 28, 410, 2 different size receivers. This one, the 28 and 410 being the smallest. Okay. They come with a 26-inch barrel, a 28-inch barrel, and a 38-inch barrel. This one, again, is the 28-inch barrel. If you'll notice the barrel out here, got one little red dot here on the top and one little silver dot. It does not have one mid-length. Could you put one there? Yeah, you could probably tape a matchstick on there or put a screw in it, but no, I wouldn't. Remember, field gun. Got a nice rib barrel. The barrels are enclosed here. There's no air getting between there. You know, sometimes on a trap gun or a skeet gun, this will be open so you can get some cooling of the barrels. This thing's not designed to shoot that way. Let's walk back to the back just a little bit. I'll tell you what, let's go all the way to the back, and I'm going to look at the butt pad. The butt pad's nice and soft, and it's rounded here a little bit. Why? So it'll come up on your shoulder nice. Got a nice walnut stock. You can see that there's some nice looking wood in there. It's a nice looking shotgun. Now, bear with me here. So I'm going to get the camera to zoom in and look at the engraving. This is factory engraved. It's not hand engraved, it's factory engraved. And then I'm going to roll it over as soon as I get that camera to focus a little bit and show you that there's engraving on the bottom. You can see it there. And then I'm going to roll it back over and show you there's engraving on the top. There's some engraving there. Now, we're going to talk just a little bit about the safety, because the safety feature on this thing is kind of neat. Let's start down here though. First, it's got the cylinders or the chokes. You can change them out between the fulls and the modifieds or whatever you want. You guys who know enough about shotgun, we're changing the pattern of the shotgun shells. And then with this particular safety, if I push it, it's got a red dot on one side and 2 dots on the other. Like this is 2 dots showing right here. If I push it this way so these 2 dots are showing, that means the bottom barrel is going to go first. No, it's not. That's just the opposite. Top goes for 2. So I got 2. That means the top barrel fires first. If I push it here, 1 dot, just the opposite. The bottom barrel fires first. Does that make a difference? You know, it may, if you, depending on if you've changed the chokes and you've got a modified choke in one and a full choke in the other, as the bird's flying out of the hole or something, and when he's close to you, you may want to be able to shoot where I got a modified choke where the pattern is opened up, but as the bird gets further away, maybe my second shot, I may want to switch that to where my second shot is a full choke and I got a tighter pattern. I think if it were me, I would set it on one thing and leave it alone and not go back and forth, because I get the damn thing confused and I'd be shooting full choke at a bird that's 2 feet away and a modified at one that's 40 yards away and just not have any success, or it would hamper my success. Now it's got a nice gold trigger on it, single trigger, which I love. 2 double triggers get me all jacked up. One thing about the safety that I'll mention, that, you know, good, bad, I'm gonna say it's good. It's really got a tight lockup on it, which is good. But every time you open it up and drop that barrel like that and re-close it, the weapon goes back to a safe position every time. So I can put it on fire like I did there. I fire it once, I open it back up, I reload my shell, I put it back on, and then the safety's back on safe again. Every time you open it, it goes back on safe. Is that a good thing? Probably. Is it something I have to get used to? Yes. You know, I don't normally hunt with an over and under, to be honest with you. When I'm duck hunting, which is most of the feathers I hunt are ducks, and then I try to do a little dove hunt. I'll take a semi-automatic, even though I like to shoot the doubles. I don't shoot them enough, but I really do like to have them. You know, you guys out there who get an opportunity to shoot something like this, try it and see what you think. You know, I grew up with a single shot 12 gauge shotgun. That's way back in the day. Then I took my first deer with a single shot 20 gauge Harrington and Richardson that didn't even have a bead on the front of it. How I killed that deer, I don't know. Nice 8-point deer. God was with me that day and said, "It's about time, youngster, that you got one." You know what I'm gonna do though? I like this shotgun. I'm gonna take it out and share it with you. You know, later on I'll do one with a different size. It's got a different frame, and we'll lay them up beside each other and kind of compare the frames on them and everything. But right now, you know, I'm not gonna go out and shoot skeet. I'll just shoot a freaking can or something. Let's go outside. I forgot something. I told you fellas I was going to address just a little bit about the difference between the trap guns and the field guns, and here's basically the difference, okay? Trap gun, when you're shooting trap and skeet, most of the time the birds are heading up and away. So they're going up and away. With a field gun, the bird, you know, it can be doing horizontal, it can be going left to right, right to left, it can be coming up and away, it can be coming up and to you, it can be coming up and down. You know, they're animals. You don't know what the hell they're going to do. The basic difference is just this. There's be some cosmetic differences. You may have this open spot between the barrels, so as you're swinging it, air's going between the barrels and cooling it. But here's the big difference, okay? This pitch of this pistol grip here usually puts the barrel at a different angle. And I'm going to briefly show you what I'm doing, so that when I look up with the barrel's normally up just a little bit because the bird's going up and away. So it's not so much in you as you've got the shotgun helping you there with this angle. It's just kind of going up and away just a little bit. Is it really noticeable? Probably not, unless you laid one on top of the other or something. But you can do this. Remember, you can always shoot trap and skeet with your field gun and be successful, and it's good practice. But you remember, it's always up and away. So if you're going to shoot in the field, duck hunting, dove hunting, quail hunting, pheasant hunting, with a trap and skeet gun, you're probably not going to be as successful unless you practice a whole lot. And practicing a whole lot on wildlife is just difficult, if not illegal. So I hope that made it a little bit clear. Let's go ahead and go outside. Okay guys, thanks for joining me out at the range today, and we're going to shoot this Beretta over and under 686 Silver Pigeon I 28 gauge 28-inch barrel. We're going to have a couple of shots at some cans down there, and you know, it's always going to be fun to smell burnt powder. I'm an addict. But before we get started, I want to share something with you. You know, I'm not 18 years anymore. I've got a life behind me, and I hope I got a long one ahead of me, but I've learned a few things from my school of hard knocks, and I'm going to tell you one. Back when I was preschool age, little bitty fella, I stayed with a friend of mine a lot. Dad was working all the time, doing his work, and this boy's mom would take us hunting. She did not hunt, But she would follow us across them bean fields and across them cotton fields along the turn rows. And, you know, it was a different time. But listen to this, single moms. She would follow us, not because she was afraid we were going to hurt each other or anything, but she just was nervous. It was her boys, young boys. We were like 6, 7 years old out there with single shot shotguns. And what I'm trying to get at is here, this woman, as a single mom, you can do this. You know, it's not that she was anti-gun, pro-gun. She was pro-boy is what she was. And she wanted her boy to grow up and be a man. And you know, I thank God for her. She was a blessing in my life. She always was. And you know, as long as I get old, I'll remember those good days of doing that. So if you want to grow a man, you got to grow a boy. So anyway, stories from the days gone by. Let me load this thing up and shoot. I got a couple cans down there. We're going to shoot. Let's see. I may not hit anything, but we're going to see. Now remember, that safety automatically comes on. And sometimes I forget these things. Let's see. I knew it was good. Let's see this. Woo! Just like it's, you see that? Oh, man, that powder burn. Love that powder burn. That's like Chanel number uno. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let me put my safety off. There we go. Woo! Get some more Chanel. Oh, Chanel. Love that stuff. Hey, listen, guys. I really appreciate you joining me. You know, if you have suggestions for the videos, man, send them over. You guys who are subscribers, you know when you make a comment, I'm going to return a comment. If there's anything you'd like to see me do different, please let me know. I'm not saying I'll do it, but I will consider it and I'll get back to you. Sometimes if you request a certain gun, if I can get my greedy little hands on one, man, I'm happy to shoot it. You know I will. But anyway, you know, nobody's buying this stuff, so sometimes, guys, it may take me a while. I have to borrow one, find one, or sell aluminum cans like I just shot up. But anyway, folks, until we get to shoot together, again, shoot safe and shoot straight. Hooah.